Bottom right, we have Nightmare. And at top left, we have Reynor. Alright. Let's see. But yeah, Nightmare Protoss, of course. He's like a kind of not the highest tier of Protoss in Korea, but he's definitely on the upcoming. He's been performing very well recently, like in the online cups. And yeah, he's kind of waiting for his real breakthrough. But he's like, he can basically beat anyone in a best of 3. But if it comes to best of 5 or something, it's gonna be really tough. So he's not like someone you can sleep on. I think in GSL he's the first one who brought the charge lot blink style against Terran. There was a push timing, for example. Was one of the first ones to utilize blink, DT blink, sorry, against, or in a professional match. Just doing some pro barras here. Well, of course, this is PvZ, so we're gonna get a Nexus before our Cybercore, and then it's gonna be the first choice of tech, which is gonna be interesting. Most of the time, it's gonna be a Stargate, though. On the other side, it's Reynor playing in Korea, so yeah, I'm expecting him to actually utilize this as training sessions, basically, because this is where you definitely meet the strongest players, and which can sometimes be difficult if you only play ladder. For example, I'm not sure how Maru trains, but you'll never see him play online cups, for example. Those are the likes of Gumiho. You will see there, all those are like the grindy guys, Gumiho, Cure. Those are, of course, Terrans which are top notch. So you will get insane practice, but you're not gonna hit like the Terran, right? Right, Reynor tried to push out the probe here. Nightmare doing a great job, actually. Keeping this alive here for a while. We're gonna see an Adept. And let's check the building. It's a Twilight. I love it. So it's not a Stargate. And this is kind of tucked away in his inside of his base. So if Reynor would have an Overlord over this position and peek in, he would still not see the Twilight immediately. I mean, he would see the lack of Stargate, which would be kind of a tell. But yeah. Nightmare is making a Stalker, so this could be several things. Of course, this could be just a quick Archon drop, basically DTs into Archon drop is one possibility. Another gate here, and the other possibility is, for example, a Glab to Dave attack. There is also a charge lot timing you can do, and of course you can always go for a very early blink. So we're just gonna see what it's gonna be, and it looks like the good old DT into Archon drop if the DTs fail. Which is a very nice, very stable build. And there should be a third base with this very soon as well. The DTs are on the way. Gonna be 2 gates, it seems. So it's not the biggest of committals. And yeah, I'm pretty sure he wants to have a second base first. Okay, there we go. 3 gate. We're gonna see if it's gonna be a 4th gate, but I doubt so. It's just gonna be another pylon, so he's gonna go for a little bit of a quicker Nexus with this. And on the other side, Reynor been drawn in. He's been getting up his 3rd base here. He's gonna go into a Roach Warren. That base just completed, and he's making the spores, which of course do help you against DTs as detection, and are very crucial there as well. And so far he hasn't really seen that much. He's seen like, hey, you don't have gases on your natural. There's no Oracle, which should have been there kind of at this time. Like the first Oracle should be around, like showing up around now. But it doesn't really, so he's like scouting around a little bit, seeing, hey, what are you actually doing? Where's your Oracle? And there we see the Warp Prism. It already has 2 DTs inside, and it's gonna get another couple Warp-ins, I'm pretty sure, just before it hits. Nightmare on the other side. Aside from his early probe, he hasn't seen anything. Yeah, let's see what he can do with this. Pretty good. Oh, instantly morphing into? No. Okay, dropping this here is kind of a surprise, to be honest. I think this is a little bit... You could have done more with this. Like, being a little bit more sneaky. This is like a, you know, like a gift to Reynor. Hey, see, I have DTs. And so far, as you can see, he killed 1 Ling. That's it. completely deflected here. Yeah. See, another warp in, and then the Archon morph and see. Yeah, the Archons should do very much better than the first couple DTs. Yeah, hope he can find some damage here. This is potentially, well, yeah, okay, it already has too much health. There's two adepts. It's a little bit too slow there, unfortunately for Reynor. Get a cancel on that one. A nice round here. He's gonna push up his Archons very easily here so far. Serve, of course, is there, so this is just a creep clearing commando. Let's see what Reynor's gonna do. There we go. Spire, that's what I like to see. Spire in ZVP, if you know your opponent does not have a Stargate, is pretty powerful. Oh, needs to be careful here with the queens. Don't want to lose those queens if you go Spire. Need that lava production. Here we go, one queen falls, but he's gonna surround. The Archon's gonna kill one, and one gets recalled. That was a pretty, well, I'd sacrifice a queen for an Archon if I could. That was a very good trade here for Reynor. And he gets the pressure off, like he gets a recall out of this as well. So, of course, this means there's no recall available for a little bit of time. And Nightmare is gonna be like, you know, a little bit afraid to put on very high pressure. Alright, going into +1 here. And charge, that's gonna be the follow-up. Charge about to finish. The other side we see the Overseer coming in for the follow-up scout here. He should, well, he's not gonna find the Immortal it seems, as it just got warp prismed out there, but he might just see the Templar Archives. Oh wow, he just does miss it. So currently he doesn't really know too much. Hey, what's your follow-up plan? I haven't scouted anything, and yeah, he doesn't see this big army coming across. I hope he has enough units here. He's some roaches, but this is not enough. He needs more. Some Ravagers also coming in. Good transfuses on the Spinecrawler, taking so much damage there. Very well done. Queen's coming in now. Ravagers here, and with the flanking links, this should be enough to push it back. He needs to be careful though. Oh, getting the Warp Prism would be huge. He's not gonna get it though. He needs to be careful not to overcommit into the Immortals. But yeah, most of the army has been depleted here. And from Nightmare. And so far this is looking very good for Reynor. He's looking very solid. Even getting one more Stalker there with the Bile, it seems. And those Zealots, they're not finding anything because there's no base currently. And there we go, follow-up scout. Oh my god, he's just following a probe. Oh no, he doesn't see the Templar Archives. I mean, you can assume. It's gonna be Charge Lord Archon with Immortal. Oh my god, is he gonna hit this? Wow, it just stopped. That was a ballsy. A ballsy one, I love it. Ballsy Bile. Here we go, Zealots coming in, but already being met here by links, so this is gonna be buying enough time to get the reinforcements to clear this out. The Mortal Drop is doing well so far, but the Warp Prism is very low. If we take a closer look at it, it only has 3 HP. It's got full shields, but Mutalisks are here. And well, remember the recall? It was already used. Check, maybe he had it. Yeah, he had it, but maybe he didn't have the energy. Maybe he was like, oh my god, this is not gonna happen anyways. And that's a good one. Group here on the +2. That's a huge delay. I love when players are utilizing that one. Let's check if we have Storm. We have Storm, actually. Storm is ready. And there we go. Oh, beautiful Storms. Reynor splitting in and out again into... out and inside again to Storms. Dealing so much damage. And now the Stalkers coming in, deflecting these Mutalisks after they only forced an Archon morph. And this army is so soft right now. Even those Zealots and the 2 Immortals are gonna finish this off. Trying to go for some probe damage here. Oh, getting those 2 Immortals is very nice. Needs to be careful though, you don't want to commit with Mutalisks against a couple Stalkers there. There we go, pulling out. But yeah, as you can see, Mutal count was dwindled. I think we lost like 3 to 4. Yeah, 3 Mutalisks have died. That was a little bit unnecessary there, unfortunate. Tiny mistake. But so far, our game's been looking very great here for Reynor. It's been just harassing. There we go, Blinkstock is gonna shave up off 1 more Mutalisk here. But yeah, Nightmare is not on a 4th base. He has like nothing. He has Storm, that's the only thing. I think he has +2, yeah, about to. And he's gonna chrono this, so it's gonna be immediately +3. He doesn't have the minerals. Oh my god. Yeah, he's so broke. As you can see, the chrono's just running out. There we go. Half of the chrono was utilized finally for the upgrade. Only 3 meters remain so far, it seems. I mean, at this point you could go all in Muta actually, because he's not making target. And there we go, yeah. It was actually follow-up Mutalisks. I mean, we lost like 4, but it's fine. We can go for more. And trying to go for the assassinations here. This could be some hot pickups, but all of, I mean, beating out all the storms is pretty nice too. We lost like a couple Mutalisks, but that was at the expense of 5 storms. And the rest of the mutas are still alive, meaning they will come back to haunt you and they will regen very fast. The Mutalisks inside the main here, killing off some probes, but needs to be a little bit careful. Seems like he lost a couple more here. He's gonna cancel the 4th base though at the same time. This has been a beautiful multi-prong attack here, and this base should not survive. There we go. Oh, was it even a kill? Pretty sure it was a kill. We can check in a little bit here. But yeah, that was not a cancel, that was a kill actually. Very well done here by Reynor, and yeah. Seems like Nightmare can't really hold up the cup to Reynor in this game. Got a lot of storms though. There's 7 High Templars. That's so many High Templars. This was just a Baneling run by. And yeah, finding the army is good, because now you can kind of reposition yourself around the map. We have so many Baneling. Oh my god. There we go. Mutalisks coming in, but being met here. The Zealots are charging at those links. So far, Nightmare has been mirroring the movements very nicely. He has been splitting the army beautifully, but if you like play Blinkstalkers against Mutalisks, you cannot 100% keep up with their movement. Oh, beautiful storms here actually. One Baneling hitting the center of the High Templars, but not enough to kill them off actually. It's gonna get the cancel, but that was a huge, hefty price he had to pay there. And we see a ton of charge lots coming over, trying to assassinate. Oh, going into the natural here, maybe even into the main. Well, maybe not the best target here, and this bought enough time to actually get enough links here to reinforce his position. There's a ton of stalkers now. The army is pretty strong here from Nightmare. Reynor needs to be careful. The Muta weak point is you don't really have any strong units. You have Roaches is your high power unit, and Banes. Roach, Bane, Muta, Ling. So he needs to defend this army. If he cannot defend this push, it's gonna be lights out, even though he made so many beautiful moves. And seems like Nightmare did catch Reynor just with his pants down. We have here links in production, but yeah, he's in between the rallies, so this base, you know, as we say in Germany, I see black for you. Nightmare rotating over to the 3rd now. Yeah, Reynor is struggling to try to defend this. Do we have a Warp Prism? There we go. Okay, if he could snipe this Warp Prism, this would be probably the first step to get the defense going. But yeah, Adrenaline completes now once all the links are dead. And I assume there's mostly Roaches in production, because Roaches are a better supply efficient unit here. Well, not really, but they are the stronger unit, the beefier unit. They buy more time in this situation. I mean, there's Archons, right? They kind of one-shot links. Yeah, there's so many more Archons. Oh my god. I mean, yeah, you're not gonna get them even in Morph. And the Warp Prism is there to micro. It seems Reynor cannot defend this one. GG, well played by Nightmare. Wow. That was a very good comeback. That was a very good comeback by Nightmare there. Well done. Gonna go up 1-0. That was really good. He was kind of dead though. And then Reynor didn't really transition into anything else. He remade more Mutalisks and didn't really do too much with those. And I think that one might have been his mistake there. If he goes into Lurkers and not Mutalisks from there, like, or into Hydralisks, anything else, or does better with the Mutas. I mean, what did they do in the end? They didn't really have a big fight. They did not deal too much eco damage. Not so sure, you know. Alright, let's hop into our second game here. There we go. And the top left, it is Nightmare, Ghost River. And in the top right, we have Reynor. Italian in Korea currently. He's been playing all of these EPT Cups in Korea. Get some extra practice in. By the way, if you haven't yet, please make sure to follow these two channels down here on YouTube. Be a great help. Always nice to get some support. And of course, those channels have tons and tons and tons of StarCraft2 content. Daily uploads on Artosis Casts 2 currently. And we have every 2 days an upload on my own channel here, MapuTV Gaming. And I'm trying to push that to daily uploads as well there. But it's probably going to take me another couple of weeks. And then it should be around where I have enough in stock that I can do daily uploads there as well. Okay, so far so good. Nothing happening. Hey, PVZ. We wait until the cybernetics goes finished. I'm kind of curious though if Nightmare is gonna go for the DTs again, the Archon drop, DTs into Archon drop. Did last game, or if this is his basically him saying, okay, we're gonna go into a more stable opening now with the oracles. But then, that being said, like, his army transition was very well done. He did Chrono Boost his upgrades pretty good, even though he got gooped on once. In the end, his +3 army was very big and kind of enough to just shove it down. He waited for one attack from Reynor, and then it was like, alright, let's go counterattack, because I know you have like 50% of your supply was Banelings, so those are gone. Let's just push in. And that worked. If he gives Reynor like 2 more minutes there, then Reynor is basically unkillable again. Yeah, it was just a very sharp timing there. Very well executed counterattack by Nightmare. Curious to see though if like, yeah, the opening didn't really do too much for him, so there we go. It's gonna be a Stargate, it's not gonna be the Twilight. Well, I love it though. He's mixing it up. Not only going oracles, oracles, oracles every day. A little bit of a mix. And that's what I enjoy. Be unpredictable. It's good in a series. Also, you like force your opponent to scout. Play in a series like that, right? So you force your opponent to commit more resources and attention to the game in the early stages. And which can like delay builds, of course, or anything, like force tiny mistakes sometimes. This creep is like glowing like red sometimes. Humor. Gone now. Alright, Link's trying to find something. A third base, but not gonna be there. Adept's pushing out just now. Might be a good catch here actually for Reynor. He's already in position there. The first Oracle is across the map, so it's not gonna be able to help. Ah, he gets into a good position, but not good enough maybe. We're gonna see. Should be still. There we go. The Adepts are forced away. The Oracle actually did do nothing in the meantime. It only lost some health and shields. He went in, but didn't get a drone, as we can see in the kill count here. And yeah, a little bit of a shame that there was so many links traded out, so there's no possible cancel here. But it was already a good trade there, getting one Adept. Yeah, if he could have gotten a delay on this Nexus, this would have been perfect though. Still though, he managed to basically do half damage, hull damage to the Oracle without taking any himself. That's already a win in itself as well, and he's been forcing the Oracles back, keeping off the pressure from himself. Yeah, a good offense, yes, as they say. Evo Chamber before anything else, that's curious, I like it. So there's no Roach Warren this time. Of course, he knows there's Oracles, so he can go into the Evo Chamber first and get some upgrades first going. want to see the upgrade now. There we go, melee. And there, then we get the roach roar on the safety roach. Roaches, ravages, whatever you want, whatever you need. Already going into 4th base. What I kind of dislike on this map for Zerg is it's very linear expansion patterns. There is no like, oh, let me take this base or that base as a 3rd or 4th. You have to take the one that's basically presented to you because there's only one. Still Reynor doing some pressure there, getting a probe. Oracle. Let's see what the follow-up is. We have the Forge and we have the Twilight with Blink. Then we got some couple more gates coming in. Gonna be the stock standard current Protoss metagame, which I think Hero did invent. Basically popularize. But that's the current form of the original Hero style we have. Reynor waiting for a flank here, maybe. He has a lot of links. He could go. He's maybe not expecting the Stalkers actually to push back, so he was rather waiting for reinforcements there with these links. A little bit of a shame. He could have gotten us around. There are the reinforcements, actually in a very interesting position. I'm not sure what Nightmare was trying to find over there. Maybe an Overlord or something. But it's not gonna be there, not gonna be found, so yeah, Link's trying to probe the entrance here, and as we say that, we swing in at the 3rd base, cancel on the, probably a shield battery or a cannon there. Not really too much happening. Seems to be a shield battery. It again, so. Go, lair is already done, of course, and we're going into a hive. We already have the infestation pit, and this time it's gonna be lurkers, it's not gonna be mutas. Check. +2 is on the way. Oh, we also have the Hydra there, of course. Going into lurkers. Oh, that's a shame, not getting the probe here. Well done by Nightmare. Sniping that Ling. And he's been kind of setting up a little bit against Mutalisks, actually. With these cannons and the mineral lines. I mean, they're also nice against run-bys, of course, right? It's always good to have a cannon and a shield battery inside your mineral lines, I think, as a bonus play. But against Banelings, they don't do really too much. They're good against Sling run-bys. And Reynor is someone kind of infamous for his Sling. I like it. Good safety addition. But so far, Nightmare hasn't really been able to do any pressure to Reynor. I mean, let's check the kill count. It's been like 30 links, and those have been mostly links trying to probe Nightmare's entrance, basically. There's no drones lost, nothing. So Reynor's economy has been flying, basically. There we go, double expansion. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some lurker upgrades here. There we go. And lurkers should be on the way very soon. Kind of expecting the next kind of tiny bit of bank is gonna be into lurkers. So probably build up to like 5 or 6 at least, and then gonna move some. So we're trying to find what he can. Has he seen? Not really. He doesn't really know about the lurker transition yet. Probably seen Hydraulics. There we go. A couple lurkers moving in, morphing in now. And Nightmare is gonna see those. Lucky for him, he knows what's up now. But it seems like a little bit late. He has Storm, okay, but he doesn't really have Archons, for example. Got a Zealot drop here, not really doing too much. And there we go, I love it. Overlord drops. Oh, okay, so yeah. This is great. Ah, there we go, okay. This transition is already in the process, and we do see double Immortal production here on the way right now. Good. And yeah, as I said earlier, we've got those cannons here. They're very good against those link drops as well. They buy you so much time. But I'm kind of missing the shield batteries. So yeah. Cannons are probably gonna fall very fast there. Oh, nice stasis here. Reynor could be. I mean, he sees this yes and overseer very well. done by him. He's gonna probe the entrance here while he's been dropping. No, not yet. Oh, instant shield battery overcharge. Okay, that was a mistake. I've ever seen one. So overcharge is now out of the equation. You can just run in this base as Reynor. Okay, Nightmare throwing down a storm here, not finding too much yet. Gonna get attack on the lurkers, which is nice. And most of the links have been dropped out, interestingly enough. It's not gonna go for the actual drop. Oh boy, those spines are hurting so much. Oh, bye-bye, Stalker. He had blink. Blinked. Clearing out some stasis traps with single-fired links, but this is buying a lot of time. And the immortal count is growing. The Nightmare is kind of stabilizing right now. This lurker timing, oh my god, this even blocks the ramp. That was a great one. This lurker timing is kind of meh at this point. We kind of need some extra units here. We need some extra spellcasters, for example. Vipers would be great addition to grab in Immortals, for example, or kill off the Oracles. And the carrier transition is on the way, so Reynor, yeah, needs to do something. You don't want to fight carriers with Hydralisks. We're gonna see the double Spire here in production, but he's already kind of one step behind right now in the transition wise, so he needs to do something with his army skills, and most likely try to kill off Nightmare's army here, if possible, not only a base. Oh, amazing storm there into the mineral line. It's gonna kill so many links. That was actually super well done here by Nightmare, but running into all the lurkers, not what you want there. And we only have like one carrier or two. Oh, okay, it's 3 carriers, but they're just idling over there. Nightmare, you should use those. Carriers has arrived, finally. Coming in, fight the fight here. Very good storms on the links, and kind of surprising that Reynor doesn't really pull out of those. Gonna pull back now. Does not want to lose these lurkers, want to keep them alive in his next transition step. And there we go. I think I've just heard a couple of Vipers finally arriving here, and there should be a mass swell of Corruptors coming in. Well. Okay, he did fix up his economy. He did transfer a lot of drones. The fresher bases. And yeah, so this is the point where Reynor runs out of room to grow on this map. This is basically as big as he can get, unless he can kind of get this base, but that's gotta be very difficult. Zealots are gonna have a bad time. That's Cracklings and the cancel. Could have been like an Archon or at least a High Templar with those guys. Only Zealots. This link drop is still full and waiting over here. Cool. Armor rotation down to the south here from Nightmare. And yeah, let's see if Reynor can kind of... Oh, okay. Oh, wow. This could be a mistake. Because Corruptors are here and Vipers are here. So we're gonna at least get 2 carriers. And Reynor is even gonna get 3. Only 1 gets recalled. Oh my god, this might have been the wrong one to recall actually. Should have recalled these ones over here. Okay, so yeah, he basically gets 3 carriers for free there. Very well done by Reynor. Gonna unload the drop. A little bit sad that those didn't actually play a role. Was a cool idea. And yeah, there we go. Going in for the goop on the carriers. Now, just gonna look if maybe he gets lucky, gets a snipe there. He's gonna go and try to snipe the base. Not gonna get it though. Defensive units are in position here. Dropping a Corruptor. This is kind of a thing where Nightmare does split off most of his Zealots into one location, and then sometimes he also splits just the Stalkers, but he doesn't really... It's like a mixed split. He doesn't like, you know, have like an Immortal here, 3 Stalkers there, and then some like an Archon, something. Just like to split actually like a full set of unit class of unit, category of unit away. This is a good deny here on the base in the very bottom southwest, sorry. Bottom south. And that War Prison Man been sitting here for like days and days, hasn't been done anything. Gonna get +3 here in a second, and yeah, I assume we're gonna have a greater spire eventually. Just going for the upgrades for now, which I don't hate, to be honest. If you have double spire, you can just get the upgrades as well. Don't need Brood Lords at this point. I mean, there's carriers, there's 3 Stargates, and there's a potential Tempest transition at any time. But yeah, you need to kind of like find your way in how to close out a game like this, right? It's very hard to attack into for both players right now. It's kind of a little bit stalematey, but it looks a little bit better for Reynor just because he can deny the base on the bottom left right now. He's gonna mine much more right now. Yeah, denying this base is really good. And okay, can he shoot up? Yeah, it does actually work. Gonna get a little bit of harassment damage down here. Not gonna sacrifice those though. Like opening up this would be cool, kind of. For Reynor, I feel. Ah, Oracles. Zapping away at these lurkers. And while this is going on, the big army is trying to push in here in the middle, and we have a Ling run by as well on the sidelines. Going into the third base again. This has been a point of contention here. I would have loved to see a lot of static defense at this base actually, rather than over here. There's a lot of money put into static D. So many cannons. Both players actually. Reynor has a lot of spores. Now, one Ling is gonna get a couple probes here, but what you really want to do is deny the base, and if this gets up, hey, this is well done for Nightmare. And Reynor is just gonna forfeit the position, it seems. Zealots, they're not gonna do anything. The other side, trying to, well, Nightmare is seeing, hey, all of your lurkers are on top here, so maybe I can actually push in. But he sees rotation is in time, so he's just gonna put back. Where are those Vipers? What happened to the Vipers? There we go. They're inside the pack. And a couple of carriers just get sniped. All the doors open. If you go into the main. And we have a big attack here on the south side as well. Nightmare trying to push in while he's gonna get harassed at his third base again. And this time most of the static D has been depleted. A couple Tempests trying to clear just because they only were traveling along those lines right now. But they're not gonna do enough to get these links under control. The base is gonna fall here. And Nightmare needs to rebuild this actually. Is this enough money? Yeah, okay. It still makes sense to rebuild this one. Don't lose your, your guys here. Your flying dudes. Don't lose your corruptors. There we go. Well, Tempest. We are sitting at 6 Tempests, 8 Tempests now. Wow, that's a lot of Tempests. The upgrade did just get completed. Base got cancelled, and static defense kind of pushed down as well. So at this point, this becomes very expensive to retake this, and there's not so many minerals left that you maybe you just want a long distance miner actually. And plus finding some nice storms here, and we finally have some infestors. Okay, so these are gonna be sick against anything that's a little bit out of position. We're gonna find some nice fungals. We see there's no neuroparasite yet on those guys. We don't have the Templar feedbacking his own fellow Templars, but this is a nice push here up the ramp by Reynor, finding a very good position. Storm's not doing enough. Push this back. Corruptors are zoning the army well enough, it seems, but Tempests are kind of picking away at everything here. And those fungals, they're just waiting for their opportunity here. A little bit with the Corruptors eating a big storm there. And there we go. Fungals coming in here. Not gonna find too much though. We're gonna get maybe a carry out of this one. Alright, there we go. And maybe the one Archon did pop to those Lurker Spines as well. But that's the juicy one you want to have. You want to get those Tempests. You want to fungal those. We see there's a big run by. Oh, a tiny run by again here. By Reynor trying to get the third base cancelled again. But I think the cannons should be enough here actually. Oh yeah, and with the Zealots. It is out. We do not have any Vipers anymore. Oh, that's a good fungal, but there's no follow-up to this. So yeah. Doesn't really allow for anything. And Reynor's gonna give up the position. The base is being, well, can be taken again here. But yeah, let's have a quick look at the banks. Let's do some basic math. So Reynor can lose his army and he can remake a full army. He's at 8k minerals and 7k gas. He can basically make so many units. While Nightmare is sitting at 300. He's struggling to remake that Nexus. Reynor has been trading very efficiently, it seems. Take a little bit look at the resources lost here a little bit. As you can see, Reynor is actually been trading more efficient than our Protoss player Nightmare here. Okay. Trying to go for the Ling runway again. Oh, don't lose the Viper. It's gonna not pop. Wow, how tanky are those Vipers? There we go. Blinking forward, a couple Stalkers to get the Viper. Very nice done here by Nightmare. Gonna assassinate that one. While he's been losing this base. This cannon's kind of shooting from the high ground. It's kind of funny. Stargate protection cannons. And there we go. The upgrade. Looks kind of funny when they shoot at ground structures, man. Those yellow balls. Everything's balls. Protoss. Going for the pylons. I like this choice here. Reynor actually. Attention to detail. Gonna find this pylon as well. The shield battery is gonna get out of juice. And there we go. All of the static D is depowered. And he free pickings here. This base. And Nightmare is kind of falling apart. Oh, that's a nice fungal actually. And another chain fungal to follow this one up. It's not gonna find too much. The fungal damage really is showing the nerf there. It's really showing. Alright, so we could use Microbial Shroud here. There is no disruptors. So you could use them for your lurkers. And those. Against the poke machines here. So far it's only been utilizing fungal there. And this could be a great fungal if you can find the mark and then go in with the Corruptus, but careful. The issue is the army is at your doorstep here for Reynor, and you lose your army right now, he will just push you to your main and just kill you. You need time to remake your army. The map is very small. And this is a good position Nightmare is pushing right now. He's like close to the newer resources, which are still left there for Reynor to mine. But he's also close enough where he can just move into the main base and kill off the tech. That's a well-positioned queen, but yeah. Zealots are still gonna be enough here. Set the base on fire, and on the bottom side there's another cancel on this base. Nightmare though is kind of running out of option. He's like putting everything in this one basket of I wanna kill you with this army right now. Not remaking any bases. He's just mining off the last one in the bottom there. And if he loses these High Templars once, kind of all of his storm gone. And then it's not as scary anymore. Then you kind of only need to get rid of the Archons. And then you can kill the air. Got Broodlords now to try and poke away at the army from Nightmare. But this is such a hard to kill army. If you engage wrong into this one, it's just... You just get killed, man. Like, direct. You can see, mined out over here, mined out over here. This one's actually trying to retake that one. Like, and we only have cannons over there, so no battery. That's an opportunity. You snipe that one pylon. There we go. Orthosis, my friend, I hope you're watching. Boom, even warping in at that location. And Ultralisks now, okay, to try to snipe those High Templars. He really wants to get rid of those High Templars. Gonna find an Archon here with the Brood Lords. Gonna lose some of his Broods though. Nice fungal on the whole army, and it's just gonna decide to move in now. A lot of Storms, a lot of Archons are still sitting under this army though. Needs to be careful, Reynor, but he's kind of starting to snipe, flying around the army here, starting to snipe most of the air units. Carriers have been diminished, only one remaining, but you need a remax now. You need a big remax. You killed half of the army, you lost basically your own army. Now you need a remax, and then it's good again. What are we gonna see? It's Ultralisk Corruptor. Perfect army. Of course, because those oracles, those stasis, they're not gonna do anything against the Ultralisks. And a couple grabs here from the Vipers, very well done by Reynor. Getting rid of any unit is just so much money. Cancelling everything that was producing here. Ultralisk Cavern is actually here, which is a little bit of a pickle for Reynor. So these are gonna be his last Ultralisks for a while, and Zealot's still in the main, kind of being annoying here for a while. There we go. Oh my god, so many Ultralisks. He's just gonna overrun this army, right? And there we go. It's a recall, but it's not gonna be a recall into a safety, man. You're just gonna be here for a couple seconds, and then you're just gonna get overrun. Reynor's at 158 armies. How many? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Ultralisks? 10? So many Corruptors? So many Infestors? Burrow? Do they have Neural? Is he gonna grab... They have Neural. Is he gonna grab the Probe? Make a Nexus? He could do that. He's just gonna overrun him. GG. There we go. Reynor taking map number 2. That was quite the epic game those two had there. And kudos to Nightmare actually fighting toe to toe, making such a unkillable or hard to kill army there for Reynor. Like pushing him into such a peculiar position. Very well done by Nightmare, but Reynor takes the game. Not overcommitting anywhere. Playing it very calm and smooth. And completely finishing off his opponent. Like he knew everything what was going on. There were no secrets. Alright. Hop into the next game. Last one of this best of 3. In the bottom right of Oceanborn we see Nightmare, and in the top left it is Reynor. Playing for Basilisk. Was. And currently training and residing in Korea. Standing GSL. Take a look at that. Yeah, no, so we got another PVZ here. Let's see what the Cybernetic Core brings us. Christmas. Like them. Still waiting for one of these days for a Zerg player to just go completely mental and making 3 hatcheries for the pool. And losing like 7 drones to the depths. Right, this panel looks like a Stargate position for me. There we go. I'm gonna get a Stargate here close to the enemy. So far, so standard. Things are the normal here. Nothing crazy going on. No cannon rush, God forbid. No 12 pool. No baneling bust. Things are looking normal and smooth. both players. See, what do we get? Are you sure this is a Stargate? Yeah, there we go. Reynor could poke in, just check this position if he wants to, but yeah, just gonna keep around his overlord at the entrance for now and see if we can find the outcoming, the trajectory of the outcoming units there. Base? Poke a little bit, yeah. Hey, here's your unit. Wanna see it. Did you make the adept? Already, did I miss it? Oh no, Reynor. Just moved it back a little bit. It's fine. We're gonna get a link. So far though, Nightmare really hasn't been pushing out with his adepts as much as many other Protoss players would do. And basically scouting with his probe and keeping those 2 adepts at home. And then going over across the map with his Oracle, which I'm pretty sure the link has seen, but yeah. So that's basically his playstyle, it seems. And this enables him one thing. He can kind of stay low on adepts. So he can save up money from not making extra adepts. It's basically like, what, they cost 125 or something? So you save up like half a nexus, right? But this should propel your nexus a little bit faster, or any follow-up units transitions just a tiny bit faster, and seems like he has been, yeah, kind of on that bandwagon. By the way, the Oracle getting 5 kills here. Oh my god. And then it gets destroyed. I was just about to say 5 kills. Hey, that's very good. And then you just fly your Oracle home, regen the shields, and use some stasis. And then he just flies it in, though, into the 3rd, and gets sniped by a couple of queens who have been hiding there. Or was it 3 queens even? Overlord is gonna fall. Float to the surface. Oracle, and he actually did make 4 adepts this game. And this is more of the standard push out from Protoss, right? Usually you see 2 adepts coming in with the first Oracle, but this time gonna be 4 adepts coming in with 2 Oracles. He lost 1 Oracle though, so it could have been 3 Oracles this time. This is a little bit weaker than it should be already. Nightmare making a mistake there with his first Oracle in the game. And so far so good for Reynor. Everything gets deflected easily here. Those 4 adepts didn't do anything. And yeah, as we can see, Stalker's getting warped in, so I assume the follow-up is gonna be Blink and +1 again, as the norm is right now. Everybody loves to do and loves to play in the PvZ matchup. It gives you a lot of utility, it gives you a lot of mobility and flexibility around the map and your transitions. So it's very, very good. And super solid. Next thing we're gonna see probably is gonna be Robo. It could be a Templar Archives, but I assume Robo is more the way you want to go here first. Get some Warp Prism harassment out. Get the second Blink. Actually, there's a proxy gateway here and a double pylon even to set this up. So Nightmare was kind of posing to, he was clearing around his 4th base location, so he's posing like, hey look, I'm taking a 4th. But actually, I'm gonna go, what, how many gates? We have got 5 here. 6, 7, 8 gate. So he's gonna 8 gate Stalker Blink all in. And 2 base. He's not gonna get the gases here on this base. And this is kind of a, not a placeholder nexus, but yeah, this is an all in, a +1 Blink Stock all in kind of. He needs to do a lot of damage with this one. There's no 4th base behind this. And we can see Reynor's already going up to 5 bases. If Reynor can defend this one without taking too much damage, then he's gonna be in a great spot. Getting a huge surround, but I think there's too much Protoss right now. There's not enough reinforcements for the Zerg currently. Nice blinks back here. And as you can see, the Ling numbers are dwindling. The Oracles put in so much work. They have 9 and 6 kills. A lot of those are Lings actually. And yeah, Nightmare is looking good here right now. Reynor is kind of struggling to fight the defense. Another wave of reinforcements coming in here. So many stalkers. 8 stalkers each time. The reinforcements, that's so many stalkers. And yeah, Reynor is kind of... has failed to overwhelm the first wave. And now the second wave, just making it stronger and stronger, is looking very good here for Nightmare. He might just kick Reynor out of this cup. And as you can see, he's been trying to find something with the Hydras now, with the Queens. We're gonna see if we can make the last stand happen here, but all of these links are dwindling again, and even get some slow Zealot weapons now. Hope there's charge. I hope there's charge. There is charge. There is charge. Maybe no, there's no charge coming. Those guys don't have charge. They're not gonna get charged, and the game is gonna end before they ever have charge, because Reynor is about to fall here to just link Stalkers and some Zealots ravaging at his 4th base here. 18 drones has been fallen, and these Zealots are just putting in the work here. Stalkers picking off all of the army units. Reynor is in disbelief, pulling all of his drones here, trying to help this. GG, and well played by Nightmare. A very well executed 8-gate blink all in here in the end to finish off the series and actually take a best of 3 from Reynor. And there you can, there you go, man. Those guys are actually very good. Even like the 2nd tier pros, they are capable of beating anyone. And that's a crazy scenario, right?